What if I told you that those born under the sign of Pisces possess a unique power that is being wasted every day? If you're a Pisces, you know that your sensitivity and intuition are special gifts, but you may not realize that these same gifts can be creating blocks in your life. In this video, I'll reveal exactly what you need to do now to completely unlock your existence and finally achieve the life you deserve. If you continue to feel stuck, confused, or like you're swimming against the current, now is the time to discover the secrets that will transform your reality. You'll learn powerful techniques that few know about and understand why your Piscean energy has been misdirected until now. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete map in your hands to break out of stagnation and create the life of your dreams. But be careful. If you don't apply what I'm about to teach, you'll continue living far below your true potential. Get ready, because what I'm about to share will forever change your perspective on being a Pisces. Tip 1. Stop absorbing other people's energies. As a Pisces, you possess a natural sensitivity that is both your greatest strength and your greatest challenge. This ability to deeply feel the emotions and energies around you often causes you to absorb everything that isn't yours, creating constant emotional confusion. It's as if you were a sponge absorbing all the water in the environment, becoming heavy and saturated. Your empathic nature causes you to feel the pain, joy, worries, and fears of everyone you interact with. This not only drains your vital energy, but also confuses your own feelings and desires. You need to understand that this energetic absorption is literally holding you back, preventing you from making clear decisions and following your own path. The first thing you should do is create conscious energetic barriers. Every morning before leaving the house or interacting with others, visualize a golden light enveloping your entire body, like a protective shield that allows only positive energies to enter your field. Throughout the day, whenever you feel yourself absorbing emotions that aren't yours, take a deep breath and mentally return that energy to where it belongs. Practice emotional detachment, always remembering that you are not responsible for solving everyone's emotional problems. Your mission is to first take care of your own energy so that you can then truly help others. When you stop being an emotional sponge, your mind becomes clear, your decisions become more assertive, and you can direct your energy toward your own goals. Tip 2. Transform your sensitivity into manifestation power. Your extreme sensitivity as a Pisces isn't a weakness that needs to be hidden, but rather your greatest manifestation power waiting to be activated. While other signs must work hard to develop intuition and spiritual connection, you were born with these natural gifts. The problem is that most Pisces use this sensitivity only to suffer and worry, when in fact it should be your primary tool for creating the reality you desire. Your ability to sense subtle energies means you can pick up on opportunities, people, and situations before they even physically manifest. It's like having a spiritual radar that others lack. To transform this sensitivity into power, you need to stop focusing on what's going wrong and start sensing what could go right. Every time your intuition shows you something positive, no matter how small, pay attention and follow that lead. Your vivid imagination is another superpower you underestimate. While others struggle to visualize their goals, you can create mental scenarios so real that your subconscious believes they've already happened. Use this ability to your advantage by dedicating a few minutes each day to visualizing your ideal life in as much detail as possible. Feel the thrill of having already achieved everything you desire. Your intense emotional nature makes these visualizations very energetically charged, accelerating the manifestation process. Stop seeing your sensitivity as a burden and start using it as the powerful creative tool it truly is. Tip 3. Set firm boundaries in all areas of life. One of the biggest obstacles in a Pisces life is the difficulty in establishing clear, firm boundaries. Your compassionate nature and desire to please cause you to say yes to everything and everyone, even when it harms your own goals and well-being. It's as if you're a river spreading out in all directions instead of following a defined course toward the ocean. This lack of boundaries not only drains your energy, but also confuses the universe about what you truly want. When you don't have clear boundaries, you send contradictory signals to life, asking for one thing with your mouth and another with your actions. To unlock your life, you need to learn to say no without guilt and establish clear rules about how you want to be treated. Start by defining your core values and use them as the basis for all your decisions. If something isn't aligned with your values, the answer is no, regardless of who's asking. Set specific times to help others and sacred times that are just for you. Learn to say things like, I need to think about this. I can't help this time. This isn't a good time for me. It will be difficult at first because you're used to being the one who solves everything for everyone, but it's essential for your growth. When you set firm boundaries, people learn to respect you more, and you gain time and energy to focus on what really matters. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people apart. They're bridges that allow for healthier, more balanced relationships. Did you like what you're hearing? Then subscribe to the channel now, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any important tips, and comment below from where you're watching. Your participation is very important to me and motivates me to continue bringing you content that truly transforms lives. Tip 4. Channel your imagination into concrete goals. Pisces possess an incredibly rich and powerful imagination, capable of creating entire worlds in their minds. This is an extraordinary gift, but it often becomes a trap when used incorrectly. You probably spend hours imagining perfect scenarios, conversations you'd like to have, ideal situations you'd like to experience, but then fail to take the necessary actions to turn those dreams into reality. It's like having a powerful engine in a car that never leaves the garage. Your imagination can be your greatest ally in building the life you want, but it needs to be directed strategically and intentionally. Instead of letting your mind wander into random fantasies, create a specific time each day to imagine your goals already achieved. But here's the secret few know. After visualizing, you need to define at least one concrete action that will bring you closer to that goal. Your imagination should serve as fuel for action, not an escape from reality. Turn your dreams into detailed plans. If you envision a more fulfilling career, list the specific steps you need to take to get there. If you envision better relationships, identify the behaviors you need to change. Your creative mind is capable of finding innovative solutions to any challenge, but it needs to be focused on real problems. Stop using your imagination to worry about things that might go wrong and start using it to strategize what might go right. When you align imagination with action, you become unstoppable. Tip 5. Develop your practical spiritual connection. As a Pisces, you have a natural connection with the spiritual world that other signs need years of work to develop. However, this connection often remains only theoretical or emotional, without generating practical transformations in your daily life. It's like having access to a gigantic library of wisdom, but never applying that knowledge to solve your real problems. Your spirituality needs to become an active tool for transformation, not just an emotional refuge. Develop spiritual practices that connect you with your inner wisdom and help you make more aligned decisions. This could be meditation, prayer, contemplation of nature, or any practice that resonates with you. The important thing is to create a sacred moment every day where you connect with your deepest essence and seek guidance for your practical issues. Learn to trust your intuition more and follow the signs life sends you. Pisces constantly receive spiritual guidance, but often ignore it out of fear or insecurity. Start by paying attention to coincidences, meaningful dreams, and physical sensations that arise when you need to make important decisions. Your soul is always trying to guide you toward the best path, but you need to learn to listen to and trust this inner voice. Also develop daily gratitude practices, recognizing the blessings that already exist in your life. The more you acknowledge the good you already have, the more the universe conspires to bring even more abundance. Your spiritual nature is one of your greatest treasures. Use it to create a material life that is in harmony with your highest values. Tip 6. Overcome the tendency to run away from problems. One of the most challenging Pisces traits is their natural tendency to flee when situations become difficult or uncomfortable. Like a fish that swims to calmer waters when it senses danger, you may have developed a habit of avoiding conflict, difficult conversations, important decisions, or anything that causes anxiety. This avoidance strategy may have worked temporarily, but it's creating massive blocks in your life. Unresolved issues snowball, growing larger and more intimidating. Relationships become superficial when you avoid deep conversations. Opportunities are missed because you don't face your fears. Your life becomes stagnant because you choose your comfort zone, even when it no longer serves you. To unlock your existence, You need to develop the courage to face what you've been avoiding. Start by identifying a situation you've been avoiding for a long time and take small steps toward resolving it. You don't have to solve everything at once, but you do need to stop pretending the problems don't exist. Develop the mindset that temporary discomfort is the price of permanent evolution. When you face a difficult situation, you not only solve that specific problem, but you also strengthen your self-confidence and ability to deal with future challenges. Remember that running away uses more energy than facing it. All the energy you use avoiding, worrying, and procrastinating could be used to create solutions. Become the courageous Pisces who faces storms knowing that calmer, clearer waters will follow. Tip 7. Organize your emotional and practical life. Pisces have a natural tendency toward creative chaos, living in a rich and complex inner world, but often neglecting the practical organization of their lives. Their thoughts and emotions flow like a mighty river, full of ideas, feelings, and inspirations, but without a structure that allows them to channel all this energy productively. It's like having high-quality ingredients but not knowing the recipe for the perfect dish. Your life needs both emotional and practical organization, so you can express your full potential. Start by creating simple routines that bring stability to your day. It doesn't have to be rigid, but having some fixed points helps give direction to your scattered energy. Organize your physical space as well, creating environments that nourish your creative soul, but are also functional. An organized environment helps clear your mind and facilitates focus. Emotionally, develop the habit of reviewing your feelings daily. Take a few minutes to identify what emotions you felt during the day, where they came from, and how they influenced your actions. This emotional self-awareness is essential to stop you from being held hostage by constant emotional waves. Learn to separate your emotions from those of others, creating clarity about what truly belongs to you. When you organize your inner and outer life, you create the ideal conditions for your creativity and intuition to flow in a directed and productive way, instead of getting lost in the chaos. Tip 8. Develop flexible and sustainable discipline. The word discipline can scare many Pisces because it seems contrary to their free and fluid nature. You might associate discipline with rigidity, deprivation, or loss of spontaneity. However, proper discipline for a Pisces isn't a straitjacket, but rather a river with well-defined banks that allows the water to flow with strength and direction. You need a flexible discipline that respects your emotional nature, but also creates enough structure for you to achieve your goals. Start by establishing small habits that are easy to maintain, even on the most difficult days. It could be drinking a glass of water when you wake up, writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or meditating for 5 minutes. The important thing is to create consistency without torturing yourself with unrealistic expectations. Your discipline should be adaptable to your emotional phases. On days when you're more sensitive, be kinder to yourself. On days when you're more energized, take advantage of it to move forward. Learn to negotiate with yourself instead of giving up at the first hurdle. If you couldn't do something today, negotiate a smaller version for tomorrow. If you skipped an entire week, come back without guilt or destructive self-criticism. Develop rituals that mark the transition between different activities of the day, helping your mind focus on what's needed at each moment. When you develop discipline while respecting your Piscean nature, you can be consistent without losing your creative and intuitive essence. Tip 9. Transform your compassion into practical wisdom. Your compassionate nature is one of the most beautiful qualities of the Pisces sign, but this compassion often manifests itself in ways that harm both you and the people you want to help. It's like giving a fish to a hungry person instead of teaching them how to fish. Your instinctive compassion makes you want to solve every problem, absorb every pain, and sacrifice your own needs for the well-being of others. However, this kind of unbalanced compassion creates emotional dependence, burnout, and resentment. To unlock your life, you need to transform emotional compassion into practical wisdom. This means learning to help in a way that truly empowers people, not makes them dependent on you. Instead of solving other people's problems, offer a listening ear, guidance, and support so they can find their own solutions. Set clear limits on how much time and energy you can dedicate to helping others without harming your own life. Learn the difference between helping and enabling destructive behavior. Sometimes the most compassionate thing you can do is allow someone to face the consequences of their choices. Also develop self-compassion, treating yourself with the same kindness you offer others. Many Pisces are extremely hard on themselves while being infinitely patient with everyone around them. When you balance compassion with wisdom, you become a true healer, able to help others without draining yourself and creating healthier, more balanced relationships. Tip 10. Activate your power of personal transformation. As a Pisces, you possess an extraordinary power of personal transformation that few signs can match. Your mutable nature and connection to the deep waters of the psyche enable you to be completely reborn whenever necessary. Like the caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, you have the natural ability to leave old versions of yourself behind and emerge renewed. However, you often underestimate this power or are afraid to use it fully. You may become stuck in old patterns out of fear of the unknown or attachment to an identity that no longer serves you. To fully activate your power of transformation, you must first accept that change is your essential nature, not a threat to your stability. Identify areas of your life where you feel you need renewal, and have the courage to let go of what no longer serves you. This may include toxic relationships, jobs that drain your energy, limiting beliefs about yourself, or self-destructive behavioral patterns. The Piscean transformation process is like the seasons of nature. There are moments of symbolic death, periods of gestation in the dark, and then glorious rebirth. Trust the process even when you're at your most difficult. Your ability to reinvent yourself is one of your greatest gifts. Use it consciously to create the most authentic and powerful version of yourself. When you fully embrace your power of transformation, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become the conscious creator of your own reality. We've reached the end of another transformative video, and I hope each tip has deeply touched your Pisces soul. You've just discovered the secrets to completely unlocking your life and finally expressing your full unique potential. Remember that being a Pisces means having access to extraordinary gifts like heightened intuition, deep compassion, unlimited creativity, and the capacity for transformation. Now you know exactly how to use these gifts to your advantage, instead of letting them become obstacles. The time to act is now. Choose at least 3 of the tips that resonated most with you and start applying them today. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because Pisces are masters at postponing important actions. Your life is waiting to be lived fully, and you have everything you need to make it happen. If this video made a difference in your life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share it with other Pisces who need this message. Now tell me in the comments, which of these tips resonated most with you? Which will you start implementing first? Your participation is essential for us to continue this journey of transformation together. Until the next video, keep swimming toward your deepest dreams.